2 points. Two. Count them. 1, 2. That was fucking close. But he done it. Lando Norris wins the world title. Everyone can stop screaming at each other. It's not another Abu Dhabi 2021, although I can't wait to go on Twitter and have a listen, or X, sorry, because some people have some really bad takes. Let's start from the beginning of the race, because it turned into pretty much a bit of a team deathmatch. On one side, you've got McLaren, and the other side, you've got Red Bull. For Team Red Bull, we have Max Verstappen, Yuki Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, Charles Leclerc, Liam Lawson, the medium tyre, DRS, Slipstream, and F1 Twitter. And on the McLaren side, we've got Lando Norris, Kimi Antonelli, Fernando Alonso, George Russell's long brake pedal, the SF25, and the F1 stewards. And these teams decided to go at each other for 58 laps. Let's start with Max Verstappen. He essentially got into the lead, fucked off into the distance like he normally does, and won the race. No dramas, no stress there. There wasn't a lot more he could have done. Oscar Piastri for Team Red Bull. First lap overtake. Very clean, very well executed. Straight round the outside on the hard tyres. Fucking mwah, chef's kiss. That was amazing. So we'll move on to the medium tyre. The medium tyre fell off quick. It was absolutely dreadful. Everyone was coming in, changing him to the hard tyres because it was the only tyre that was providing decent pace. After Oscar had overtaken Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc was all over Lando Norris. And it was getting pretty feisty and it was getting pretty interesting. But then he realised he was driving the SF25 that we all know is a big fucking red shed, and could not overtake him. But there was a few attempts where it was pretty close. Then they all come in for new tyres. They went straight onto the hards because the mediums were shit. Lando was then stuck behind people that had yet to pit. And he had Charles Leclerc, again, right up his arse. So he had to make some moves. And he made some moves. He overtook Kimi Antonelli, Sainz, Stroll, Lawson, just to get away from Charles. It was a fantastic drive by Norris. Straight round the outside, got the job done. Nice, quick and fair. Over within an instant. However, they just seemed to have let Charles Leclerc just piss on by because they knew that Charles Leclerc was Team Red Bull as well and had to get in front of Norris. And Lawson then decided he was going to fight back, lost, and then Norris fucked off into the distance to go get Tsunoda. But Tsunoda is part of Team Red Bull. On the radio, said, "I know what to do, so leave me be.
Good soldiers follow orders."
And then the race engineer come back with the seconds of Charles Leclerc up the back of Norris. Even in the commentary box, they said that was a little bit on the mark of what's unfair sportsmanship. But it doesn't matter because Yuki decided to just run him straight off the side.
A boost because here comes Lando Norris and he gets forced right almost completely off the track.
Laughing at? Who are you laughing at? Don't fucking laugh at me. You've just near crashed into me.
He moved under braking twice. It was a bold move, but it wasn't great. If he could have just held out to the corner, Leclerc could have got up to the back of him and it would have been flying. So after that exhibit and harsh defence, he just let Leclerc walk on by because we can't have anything at Team Red Bull, which includes Charles Leclerc and Yuki Tsunoda and Max Verstappen and F1 Twitter and the medium tyre. And whilst Charles was chasing him, he was getting DRS of all the other competitors all the way down, slipstreaming up his arse, which was not helping Norris. So after then, Charles Leclerc come into pit and McLaren then had to cover off the undercut for Norris. So they decided to pit him instead of pitting Piastri, who'd been out on old hard tyres for the majority of the race at this point and really needed to come in and was looking like he was coming in that lap. But McLaren is Team Lando, Oscar is Team Red Bull, so Lando gets the priority by the McLaren team. Which, to be fair, let's be honest, as harsh as it is, Oscar was not coming away with the world title with Max in front of him anyway. So probably the right call by McLaren anyway, out of their two drivers. It is a shame that it comes down to stuff like that, and it's harsh, but what can you do? You've got someone who's, if as long as they can keep third place, which was looking skeptical after time. You know, they need to prioritize that. They prioritized Norris. Oscar kind of got left out to dry, then got overtaken by Max. Nothing could have been done at that point, unfortunately. And that was 10 laps to the end. There was a chance where Max could have pitted, because Oscar then had to pit and cover the rest off. Slowed the pack down till Leclerc gets in front of Norris, but they didn't. They left it too late.
Champion of the world!
That's it, mate. You are world champion. World champion. Well done, mate. I'm so proud. Lando, this is Zach from McLaren. Is this the world champion hotline?
Max wins, Oscar second, Lando third. Lando walks away with the world title, and that is that. Team deathmatch over, McLaren wins. And that was the entire race. So let's go back and look at qualifying. More importantly, Lewis Hamilton, again, knocked out in Q1. Let's just be glad we're seeing the back of that SF25. The shed Ferrari 25, or as I think Lewis Hamilton probably calls it, the holy fucking shit. This shed is so fucking slow. I can't believe you Muppets built something this fucking shit. What a pile of crap. I'm a 7-time world champion and I'm driving a big red shed. I fucking hate it here. Please, please, can we have a better car next year? For fuck's sake, Ferrari 25. It has been shit all year. We all know Ferrari's strategy is not the best, but holy shit, it has been bad this year. So that leads us on to the things we get to say goodbye to at the end of this season. First of all, Sauber. They've been going since 1993 till 2025. They have been in Formula One longer than I've been alive, and I've never known them not to be in Formula One, which is terrifying for me, but there you go. We get to say goodbye to the DRS button and the ground effect cars. They are gone. They're going to have a mum button now. Mum button. Manual override something. And essentially it's going to be a battery-powered boost instead of drag reduction, which is going to be interesting. Renault engines are gone. They're not supplying engines for Alpine anymore. They've been going since 1977. So I've never seen a Formula One race without a Renault engine, which is again more terrifying. Unfortunately, Yuki Tsunoda has lost his seat at Red Bull, which is a bit sad. It's a bit sad, but at the same time, it happens. The final thing we get to say goodbye to, and I just wanted to put it out there for Team LH and Scuderia Ferrari, is the SF25. We're not going to see it anymore. It's gone. Your nightmares can now be freed. You're not going to see it haunting you in the mirror. It's okay. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone, my pretty boy or girl or anything in between or outside of them gender structures. It's okay. No more SF25. Team LH, you can be calm now. I do apologise if that was a bit weird. Go into 2026. The number one is going to be on the orange car, not the blue one. It's going to be on the orange one. And we'll have to see what happens. I think Oscar is the next driver to win a world title. So that's it for this season and that race. So now we've got 3 months of waiting before testing. And then we can actually see what car is going to be decent. And then we've got a week later and it's the race. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas or lovely New Year's if you don't celebrate Christmas, which you might not do. I don't know who's watching. Hopefully someone. If I'm just screaming into the void, then I am just a loser on the internet. I'll see you later on. I don't know what videos I'm going to make for the next 3 months on this channel. I really don't. I might do some sim racing. I might do some F1 history just for the next 3 months. And then we get into the racing. And we can have more battles. We can have more fun. Bye, Kick Sauber. I miss you, Sauber. Have a good day, Sauber. Come back. Please.